everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about some of the most explosive mystery horror thriller plus action fantasy movies. In the list, you will see everything from action to fantasy fights, along with a lot of suspense.
Now! I call on those who live in the shadows.
A lot of horror vibe. So if you like me, you also enjoy horror thriller, dark magic, fairy tale type story movies, then watch this video completely. And friends, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and do leave a comment so that YouTube knows we love watching these type of movies too. And friends, please watch this video completely, because in the last I will tell you a most horrible type films that you can't miss. So let's get started with today's blockbuster video.
Sure, blame it on the witch.
At number 8, we have one of the most chilling mystery horror thrillers of 2024, Immaculate. The story begins when Sister Cecilia, a young novice nun, enters a peaceful Italian convent. But soon, the calm atmosphere turns into a living nightmare as she uncovers a terrifying supernatural darkness hidden within the convent walls, something that could change her fate forever. Friends, this movie delivers eerie convent vibes, Sydney Sweeney's haunting performance, and a slow burn suspense that makes it an unforgettable horror experience. With an IMDb rating of 5.8 out of 10, and yes, this movie is available on Prime Video. At number 7, we have one of the most terrifying horror thrillers of the last decade, It, Chapter 1. The story begins with the mysterious disappearance of little Georgie, which leads his brother Bill and a group of friends, known as the Losers Club, to uncover an ancient evil lurking in their town. That evil is none other than Pennywise, the dancing clown, a creature that awakens every 27 years to feed on fear and take the lives of children. And friends, in this movie, you'll get to experience pure nightmare fuel, a mix of spine-chilling horror, emotional depth, and a nostalgic 80s adventure vibe that makes it both terrifying and unforgettable, with an IMDb rating of 7.3 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. At number 6, we have one of the most unique dark fantasy thrillers, Abigail! The story begins with the mysterious arrest of a young girl's father in a city where people are being taken away under the excuse of a deadly virus. But when Abigail starts searching for the truth, she discovers that the city is not just suffering from disease, it's trapped under a dictatorship hiding suppressed magic, leading to a shocking magical revelation at the end. And friends, in this movie you'll get to experience steampunk visuals, powerful magical abilities, and emotional twists that create a haunting dark fairy tale vibe with an IMDb rating of 4.9 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Amazon Prime Video. At number 5, we have one of the most brutal horror action movies of 2024, Abigail. The story begins with the innocent face of a 12-year-old kidnapped girl and ends in a blood-drenched massacre. When a group of professional criminals kidnaps the daughter of a wealthy mafia boss, their plan seems simple: take the money and get out. But as they lock young Abigail in a mansion, they quickly realize they haven't captured a human, they've imprisoned an ancient bloodthirsty vampire. And friends, believe me, this movie with its savage kills, vampire mythology, and claustrophobic tension will give you a full-on deadly combo of thrill and horror. With an IMDb rating of 6.4 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Amazon Prime Video and Google TV. At number 4, we have a dark fantasy adventure full of magic and emotion, Maleficent. The story begins with the betrayal of an innocent fairy and ends with a heart-wrenching emotional twist. Maleficent, a powerful fairy and protector of her magical forest, falls in love with a human and risks everything for him, but his betrayal turns her heart to stone. In revenge, she places a deadly curse on his newborn daughter, Aurora. Yet over time, Maleficent learns that both truth and love are two sides of the same story. And friends, this movie with its breathtaking visuals, Angelina Jolie's intense performance, and deep emotional layers will show you a completely new version of fairy tales with an IMDb rating of 7.0 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Disney Plus Hotstar and Amazon Prime Video. At number 3, we have a spine-chilling mystery horror, Nosferatu. The story begins with the arrival of a mysterious foreigner in a coastal town and ends with a terrifying revelation. Ellen and Thomas, a young couple, welcome a strange guest, Count Orlo Quinto, their town. But as nights pass, people start dying from a strange illness, and Ellen realizes he is not just any man, but a centuries-old vampire draining the town's lifeblood. The only way to stop him is to risk her own life. And friends, believe me, this movie with its haunting visuals, slow burn dread, and modern twist on classic vampire horror will give you the scariest version of an old tale, with an IMDb rating of 7.2 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Netflix. At number 2, we have a folklore-inspired horror thriller, The Witch: Revenge. The story begins with innocent love and ends with brutal revenge. Olena, an ancient witch from the small town of Konotop, once abandoned her magical powers for love. But when the Russian invasion begins and her fiancé Andrei is ruthlessly killed, Olena awakens her powers once again. She now unleashes a blood-soaked revenge, mythological justice against war criminals with a mesmerizingly brutal sequence. And friends, while the storyline might seem average, the horror vibe and thrilling suspense of this movie make it absolutely worth watching. With an IMDb rating of 5.3 out of 10. And yes, this movie is available on Google TV and YouTube. At number 1, we have a terrifying supernatural horror, The First Omen. The story begins in an orphanage in Rome and ends with a chilling Antichrist reveal. An American nun is sent to work at a Roman orphanage, but she soon realizes this place is not just about caring for children. A sinister plan is unfolding within its walls, one that could shake the entire world. And friends, believe me, this movie with its gothic visuals, religious dread, and masterful storytelling will give you a true psychological knockout vibe. With an IMDb rating of 6 out of 10, and yes, this movie is available in Hindi dubbed version on Disney Plus and Google TV.
It's not real. What's not real? Who said that?